The night is filled with thoughts of you. As we move closer to each other eagerly, you know I cannot wait to rendezvous. I see runs off the streets. Rainfall washes away the memories in binary. Salvation is a sin, its glow. We look up to the sky and dream of Rio, Tokyo. Let go, take flight. Dreams begin to reignite. So clear, so bright, glowing in the dead of night. Plug in, online, lead a stream linking our minds. Circuits entwined, dream of Rio, Tokyo
an opening. That didn't work. So instead, boop.
Well,
There.
it's a different way to start the show, isn't it?
Yeah, just straight in with boop. There. Nailed it.
Well, you know what happened last time when you played the video? It broke it.
Yeah, well, new computer, new glitches, new stuff we have to figure out. But hey, things are working, right?
Yeah, we can see us. You can see us. Hello.
We can see us, we can see you, everybody can see each other, everybody's happy, everybody good, we're good. Hi, chat.
Is Murder
Hi,
Senpai
Kim.
live?
Murder Senpai's
Yes.
live in the background.
Excellent.
I made it work.
Look how glorious it is.
Oh, god damn it.
And I can
Does
say
it have
to
to be
everyone, oh. I was going to say, I was going to actually go, welcome everyone to episode 99 or season 2, episode 49 of the Game One Play Cell podcast. You can see Mr. Technical Man himself up in the corner there. It's James Atkinson.
Hi. I'm going to be staring at the screen a lot as we figure things out, so.
And just above us, his lovely, lovely, lovely smiley face. It is Hergelman.
Hello! I waved to you.
In sync. You did it too, because we're on low latency.
I timed it.
You timed that perfectly. And myself, I am our team maker, aka Walt McKellar. And so, yeah, so
Is that the quickest you've
we
ever
got-
done your intro?
I know it's
like I'm live.
weird, isn't it? God, we have to start and derail it now. But yeah, so coming up on tonight's show, I mean, we've got the last trophy challenge update. We have news. We have E3 predictions. We have a little something I heard from James earlier.
Yep.
In conversation that I'm going to let James explain when the time comes. And maybe some shout outs, all that good stuff. So yeah, so James, I shall hand over to housekeeping.
Is that an extension that keeps trying to pop? That's what that is. Oh, excuse me. There's this blue flashing thing, and it just bothered me the entire time, and I just figured out what it was. Bad Twitch extension. Anyways. I gotta get ready for this. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Game Won't Play Itself podcast, live tonight on twitch.tv/The Game Won't Play Itself, or wherever you are hearing us. That could be, obviously, live on the show, listening to us on YouTube at youtube.com/The Game Won't Play Itself, or on your various podcasting implements, whether that be through Google, through Apple, through whatever browser source you use, rather through Podcat, or if you're just pirating off of some website. If it is pirating off of some website, wow, we actually made it to the point we need to be pirated. Congratulations. I'm happy for all of us.
What
We
is
should
going on?
pat
It's a free show,
ourselves in the
guy.
back. I know. Pirating a free show. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, we'll take it.
Oh no, we'll take it. It just means it's gone good. So we would like to thank you for all joining us tonight and listening and supporting in any way, shape, and fashion that you are. We really do hope that you are going to enjoy this show, and by doing so, you can do a lot of different ways to show your support. One of those ways, of course, is through Twitch Prime. Now you may be wondering, James, what the hell is Twitch Prime? Well, it's that thing that you got when you wanted to watch the first season of The Expanse with your boyfriend or / girlfriend, but then they broke up with you and you went kind of halfsies on it, but you paid all of it up front, and now that it's gone and they've gone and they moved out and you're stuck with it now, so you're sitting there going, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this thing? Well, don't worry, I have the plan for you. What you do is you take that thing, you take that the Twitch Prime subscription you got there, you link it to Twitch by just Googling how do I Twitch Prime, specifically with that grammar, how do I Twitch Prime. And what that does is it links your Amazon account to your Twitch account. And then you go, what do I do from there? What you do is you go to the upper right-hand corner and you click on the button up there that says subscribe. And what happens is then through the magical of the internets and the wheezy cruisy wires, what it does is it goes boop, and it gives Twitch and us, or I would say us, but it could be really any of your favorite streamers, money. Now, what else can you do with that? Well, there's also these things called bits. Now, what bits do is you basically either watch crappy car ads, watch McDonald's commercials, watch like a creepy girl kind of hit on a bartender at a Hilton, which I don't really get, because why would you... A, I've never been to a Hilton that has a bar in it. 2, why would you want to hit on a bartender at a Hilton? Let's be honest, they're Hiltons. And 3, this is just completely, no.
Your
But-
tangent has tangented.
No, my tangent has tangented on yeah, no, we're wind it back over here. That gets you bits, anywhere from 5 to 10. And what you can do is you can use that to cheer. And cheering is basically like giving your favorite streamers free money. Why is it like giving them free money? Because we basically see all that revenue and it goes to nowhere else but us. And it only takes about 10 to 35 seconds of your time, which is helpful. I mean, if you want to spend 35 seconds to help out a streamer by watching an ad, just turn off your ad block for a little bit. It's very helpful. Now, also, you can buy Bitch, because now that you've taken that Amazon subscription and you've connected to Twitch Prime, and it's got your ex-lover's credit card tied to it, what you can then do is start charging that damn credit card and buying all the bits to send to all your streamers, because, he took the dog. So fuck him.
It's got weird.
I haven't been drinking. I'm sober.
That's probably why it's
That's
got
probably got weird. I had time to think and plan this.
I can even show them. I can even show them on my phone what to do for the Twitch, if they want.
Am
Yeah,
I gonna
I
have
can
to? Like,
show
okay, like what? I'm thinking when you say this now, Will, I immediately go, what technically do I have to do?
Just bring my screen up. Just bring my screen to the floor while I can show them this.
Oh boy.
It's too much work.
Oh, I can do it here. I can do it here if you can see it. Can you see this?
I mean, I can always just say when you do bit that looks
Shut
like
up
this.
and take my money.
Because basically, what you do is you see the little bits. If you can see the little bits there, you press a little triangle. When it comes up, you press a little triangle. You go get bits, and normally, right above here, you should see an advert right there to watch ads. If you get that, watch the ads, and that's when the bits will just pop into your account.
The get bits button is broken sometimes. So, while you're in the chat, there's the option over there. I think that's the one you described as I start describing it.
Yes.
But the banner one on the top that says "Get Bits" that doesn't work. It's got to be in the chat method.
Okay.
That was just something I discovered while attempting to get bits.
Yeah, because on my phone at the moment, that button is not there.
Probably because you're timed out because you watch too many videos.
Too many bits.
Too
many
many
bits.
Too many bits.
But you know some good stuff about Twitch. This is one thing I will say. Today we got an email. Affiliates got emails about some changes that are coming to every person who has an affiliation with Twitch, and it's 2 pieces of news. Two. The first one is in July. You're going to get the sub badges that partners get. So you can do it for 4 different bits. You can do it for your base subscription. You can have it for people who have been subscribing to your channel for 3 months, for 6 months, and for a year. So they can have their own badges
There it is.
just for you.
There's the email. I was like, I didn't get this. Oh,
There's the email. And the other one is, if you're an affiliate, we used to get paid 60 days or up to 65 days after the month ending when we hit the $100. So that is no longer going to be the case from June 15.
are you bullshitting me?
I am not bullshitting you. I am not bullshitting you in any way, shape, or form. It now decreases to 45 days. So, if you guys passed $100 in April, you're going to get paid next Friday. Catching.
I'm gonna get paid next Friday anyways.
Yes.
But that's.
But if we pass $100, we're going to get some more.
I will not divulge the exact revenue that the Tig Whippies has made, but there will be a payment coming soon. I think. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
I don't know. Don't know when. We don't know how. God, you're fighting a guy riding a big bird.
It's King of the Storm. That's the penultimate boss, isn't it? I believe it is. So yeah. So now
I think he's doing it backwards.
Do you remember the big ass? Do you remember the big ass changes that we had with affiliation a while back, and partners got up and angry,
Sure.
and yeah,
most of the asshole partners got up and angry. Like every other people who were just like, sure, that's great. More people to join the party. More people to like share the love. We're totally down. Down to Flavor Town, like Guy Fieri.
Yeah, I mean you've got some affiliates going, oh, where's our extra emotes so we can do it for $4.99. So they've been bitching, and you've got the partners bitching because, and I can see their point. I can definitely see the partners' point because the differences between partnership and affiliation are closing a bit more. And some affiliates are asking, well, if they're really similar, what's the point of me going for partnership if I'm getting the money and earning the money via affiliation?
Partners get a better cut of the actual money.
Which would be nice.
So partners are like, well, they're still like, they get all these cool emote stuff. Yeah, we do. You still get more money. So let's do.
And they get more quality options as well. So you can do it in like the 1080p's.
We're in 1080p.
There's some sort of options in there so you can actually see your different quality settings. Because at the moment, we do actually have them. Because sometimes I don't. So it must depend on where you're streaming from.
It's Tig Whippies. Boom, nailed it. 10 out of 10. Drop it.
Because on my ones, I don't normally get them. So that's probably because it's on console.
You're in England.
Yeah. Silly England, man.
Silly England. Silly backwards England. To quote a leader, I do not like Theresa May because she sounds like a schoolmistress. Quoting verbatim. News! Speaking about other things that fucking piss us off, apparently Steam did something.
Yep. Yes, they did.
And I read about this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take a controversial side on this.
Go on.
I don't care. ultimately, let's talk about this. Let's break this down. Steam has been a cesspool of shit JRPG games made from RPG Maker for a while now. I can at least 4 came out today. Not to mention new like nude gravure novels that have been coming out like crazy. Right? That's been happening for a while now.
Shitty first-person shooters that are blatantly ripped from other games that are shitty first-person shooters.
Yeah, and a lot of it's also tied to achievement whoring, getting cards, selling them on the market, usually for funding the Russian mob. It's what it is. That's what it's tied to. It's tied to illegitimate means of laundering money. That being said, they basically said we're taking the censorship off. It's just like as long as there isn't a huge community outcry for the game that comes out, we're basically letting it go up.
Yeah, and it was it. So as long as it wasn't illegal or trolling.
Illegal or trolling. So if it isn't like dedicated shooter,
yeah,
you know they're just gonna let it go up. So people are like, oh my god, Twitch isn't censoring. Sorry, not Twitch. Steam isn't censoring anything. It's gonna be the end of the world. Well, here's the thing. Big name publishers are still gonna pay money to get their stuff on the front page.
Yep.
They're still going to have the major discounts during the Steam Summer Sale. And if you're on Steam enough and you've bought enough games, Steam has enough filters built in to curate everything for you so that you won't see half that shit.
Yeah, no, that was exactly their statement, was that we're going to focus not on filtering games getting on the platform. We're going to filter games that you see on the platform. Which I think is a perfectly acceptable way to do that.
I would agree. And so ultimately, and if you look at it from the other side, as a small indie developer, you can get your game on.
That's great.
That's great. They're lowering. What have we talked about a lot here about TigWhippies? Lowering the access to let more people get involved. Apparently, the cheers work. I figured that out. Congratulations, guys. The cheers work.
Thank you very much, Gio.
Thank you very much, Jiro.
Oh yeah. I can't beat this fucking dragon right now.
Yeah.
All about including more people and to be able to get their product out to more people and help get them some type of compensation back, whether that be notoriety, talking, or being able to play it. Steam is doing that. Steam is letting you do that. You can put your JRPG on Steam. And it's good. People can play it, spend money on it, and buy it. That's great. It's a good thing. Now, I may not care for it, but I also have been on Steam since Half-Life 2 came out, and it forced you to download Steam to play Half-Life 2.
Yeah, I've been on since the Orange Box.
So I have a long enough history with them, and I have about 300 plus games. So Steam knows what I like and what I don't like. And I have told Steam what I like and I don't like, and it filters it out for me. So ultimately, Steam is giving you the ability to experience more things and get people to get you something more towards you. Because you may like that weird indie game that's about birds and law. That could be your thing.
You might like Nilo, which is this amazing Shadow the Hedgehog fan game.
Yeah. It looked really cool. It just needed it just needed more hardcore techno in the background.
It really did.
Just like
it also needed like a lot of adjustments to merge the way it felt.
It was alpha though. It was an alpha. It was alpha. Let's give it a little bit of credit. It was an alpha. It was pretty good for an alpha.
Yeah, and you can find some hidden gems on there. I mean, you were just talking about the bird one. Is that called LA Car?
Yeah. You press X to hoot.
Yeah, we went there. I mean, Devil's Advocate.
And then there's cats. Then there's Cats of Duty, where you press F to bleep.
See,
So what you came here is expecting me to go and rant on this, and ultimately you just got a pretty unanimous meh. And ultimately, if this pisses you off, go to Good Old Games. because you could just buy it there,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have that, and it supports CD Projekt Red. So, if you hate The Witcher, then we have a problem.
Yeah, a big one.
No. Hating The Witcher is fine. Hating Witcher 2 or 3, that has more questionability.
And hating Cyberpunk 2077, I will throw you out the goddamn window.
I mean, I haven't seen the gameplay, so I can't make my own.
Nobody has, but it doesn't matter. It's supposed to be cyberpunky. They could literally just take The Witcher 3 and just make everything neon and call it
That'd be the greatest
cyberpunk.
game ever. Mhm.
And that's all it is. And just put an EDM soundtrack. I mean, they're in Poland. They have enough good EDM bands there. Right? If not, they can just, like, import them from Sweden. It's not that far. It's literally across the Baltic. Yes, I did do geography right. I do realize this. I'm an American talking about European geography in a decent way. I'm not saying a
Yeah.
good or well way, a decent way.
It's like, what's going on? I don't know. It's scary.
He used the word Baltic. How does he even know where the Baltics are?
Did someone GPS it for him and show him the picture? It's like, here. It's right here.
It's right here. It's like kind of where Russia is, but not really where Russia is. It's where the USSR used to be. It's kind of weird. There was a wall for a while. The original wall that kept them out, that was built bigger and better.
That Mexico didn't pay for.
No, the communists did.
So, just to play devil's advocate for a second, right?
Go
Getting
ahead.
back to the issue at hand, right? I can see where people like Jim Sterling and that are annoyed with this, with what Steam are doing. I can see why, because they fought so hard to get gobshite like Digital Homicide away from this the gaming scene because of how bad they are in terms of rip-off merchants. The
Okay.
games that completely are just done on us.
Because that's only done on the
asset
indie side. It's not like AAA developers are totally ripping off each other's type of games either.
No.
That's an indie only problem.
Oh boy. Oh, you guys are funny.
Yeah. Oh. Oh god. Oh god. I need to go into that Baltic salty sea.
But you can see why with that sort of stuff.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if Steam, from again devil's advocate point of view, you're looking at they're trying to put the control, I guess, the choice of back into the consumer's hands of saying, well, if you bought this shit, it's your fault because you've seen it and you went, oh, this looks good, and bought it and found out it's not.
But also Steam has a return policy.
Yep.
You can return the game. So, to play devil's advocate to your devil's advocating, what Steam
Yes.
is basically saying is going, you guys wanted the fucking keys to the car. Here's the keys to the car. When you go and drive it into the ditch, don't blame us because we're allowing you, the community, to make a decision on what you guys like and what you don't. They have groups called curators. I believe Jim Sterling is a curator on Steam.
Yes, he is.
So he can pick games. Yahtzee is, I believe, a curator on Steam. They will say, these games are good, we like these games, and you can follow your curator that matches your style. I know for a fact Commander Shepard is a curator, and he totally is 100% behind these are the best games on the Citadel.
Take my money.
Gio, thank you so much for testing that. I'm really happy that alert box is working. I just don't know why it's like it's supposed to be higher than my source, but it's not so much. But here we'll just adjust that down a little bit. There we go. Anyways, so I mean it's once again it's people making, and that's I think the reason why Jim Sterling even said, I will have a video about this, but that's when something happens.
Yeah.
So he realizes, like, Steam doing something it's going to lead to somebody being an idiot, but also in the way it's like Steam is pulling their hands off of it and going, we're letting you drive. If you crash the car, it's your guys' fucking fault at this point.
But I know Jim Sterling posted a video earlier, and basically was saying about this to change how he feels it's a bit bullshit on their part, because he and his big issue with it is the fact that with Valve saying they're taking their hands off, going, well, it's not our responsibility. He's come back with, well, it is, because it's still your business, it's still your shop window, it's it's still your shop. It's like if we went back in with extra food from ourselves and just popped it on the shelf, it would be their responsibility, as he said, even though it's not their food, but because it's being sold through them.
The other thing is, they're a 360-person company.
Mm.
How many games are on Steam?
Oh, God knows, there must be hundreds of thousands of us now.
And how many are...
They've been... Greenlight was an abysmal failure.
Yeah, and people were pissed. People were pissed at Greenlight because it sucked. People are pissed at when they censored the shit out of stuff and didn't let certain things out. So they're just like, say, fuck it. It's either all okay or none of it's okay. So unless, like, this is, like, you're blatantly showing child pornography, whatever. Fuck it. You guys figure it out. And the thing is, too, if anything, and I like Jim Sterling, but I'm going to let him know something right here. Jim, Steam just gave you job security.
Yes. Yes, it did.
Steam just made it so that you're going to have a job for at least the next couple of years, because you're going to be able to rant on stupid shit that they do. So as much as this is a sketchy move, you should be thanking them, because you got a job now, and you get to do the same thing you do for a longer period of time.
Now, here's something that people, I'm sure, did not immediately recognize, like I did, because I am a degenerate fuck. And that is, the adult games market has just opened up a floodgate.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see a lot more high-quality adult games. Things that are actually games, and not just text and porno pics. Like, we're going to see shit with gameplay.
So what you're saying is here, Chris, is that we need to get ahead of the curve and start streaming on Pornhub, because there's going to be a gaming stream. No, really, this is if you're saying that this is going to be allowing higher quality gravure novels to come out, this is going to create a market for.
It's not going to be gravure novels anymore. It's not even going to be novels anymore. They're going to be actual games. You're going to see things that you can play.
This is going down.
I don't know how much I have to re-stress this. Like, Honey Pop was the closest thing to an H game that I know of.
I'm just making correlations here, people. No, run. Let's hypothetically. Now, I used the term hypothetically here. Go down this rabbit hole a little bit, and I use the term rabbit hole because I could use other terms and it would get us kicked off Twitch.
Previously, it was Patreon who is the primary distributor of these games.
Yep. So this is what you can do. There is a couple of major things that happened here because of this. There's Steam now allowing basically shit to go down. So we'll say that there's going to be erotic games. 2, there are plenty of other streaming services that will allow you to stream said erotic games, a la adult streaming services. 3, there's VR.
Mm-hmm.
And if the porn industry takes hold of VR, you know it's going to work.
And they've already started.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
I need to restate the GIF the WebM I posted earlier.
Yeah, no, there is going to be there is a market here, people. You watch. We will probably see it, and it won't happen immediately. It'll be like I imagine like 2 to 3 to 4 years. It'll be like a game development cycle down the road, and we'll see something come, and it'll be really. Yes. See? And it will be big. And it'll be huge. And all the ladies and guys will love it. Oh, good. You've been with Steam for like 10 minutes to finally open.
I see you left that one hanging.
Well, that Kim, so you're trying to open Steam. It's just a little stuck together. You need to peel it out sometimes and make sure it works.
Don't forget to clean your Steam.
Don't forget to clean your Steam after you're done using it.
Just wash it off. You don't want it to get like crusty or
Moist
like
towelettes. Moist
Yep.
towelettes. Moist towelettes.
hygiene is very important.
Very important. 10 out of 10 on the hygiene. Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Is next to Steam.
It's next to Steam. All praise Gabe Newell.
And then the face of shame afterwards.
It says you.
Yeah.
I mean, granted,
Well, British is supposed to be prudish, aren't we?
yeah, no.
The more games that get on Steam, the more chins Gabe has.
I was exactly.
Fun fact, I share a birthday with him.
How many birthdays do you have?
I would assume one.
You may have 4.
Wild guess here.
Yeah,
Chris is secretly a vampire. He's just been around for thousands of years.
Yeah, the weaker Gabe Knoll gets, the stronger I get. We're
It's the portrait.
cosmically tied together.
It's like the portrait of Dorian Gray.
Yeah. That's why I can eat everything I want, and I don't keep getting more and more enormous.
Just all that goes to Gabe. But he has the money.
He does have the money.
He has.
That's the problem.
that
The more money he gets, the less money I have.
So if you guys ever needed a reason not to buy anything on the Steam Summer Sale,
Shut up and take my money.
that's not going to get old. I'm very pleased with that.
it's Geo with more bits. We like this. Bring the bits. Bring it to us.
See, Gio knows what the bits thing is about. He's watching those ads.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um,
So
so
have we beat this dead horse enough?
yeah. Because I was gonna say about do you want to go on to the E3 predictions?
Sure. I predict.
Because-
All right. Over under 4 other battle royale titles coming out this year.
Right.
I think I already know a couple.
I'm predicting that E3 will hear 7. About 7 of them.
7.
And that will be including COD.
I'm gonna
We're including
lowball
COD.
it. I'm gonna say there's going to be either 2 or 3. And the reason being that it will be Activision and EA launching battle royales and other people going, why?
So this is what I'm going to ask. I figured to keep this, because we could obviously make this segment the EA segment. Oh fucking god, the E3 segment as long as we want. We're each of us are gonna answer 3 questions because 3 is a prime number and it's really nice and people like in threes. A guaranteed, an on the fence, and a pipe dream.
Right.
Does that work?
Yep.
That works for me.
That each of us has to answer that. Make a guarantee, a pipe dream, and a long shot. So who wants to go first? Because I came up with it. I can't because I came up with it.
I'll go first. I will
It's
go
guaranteed. What are you guaranteeing?
I am guaranteeing we will hear a release date for Medieval Remastered.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteeing.
Guaranteeing it. That's what I'm guaranteeing what we'll hear. The pipe dream,
Okay.
I'm going to hear it, is we hear a release date for PUBG on PS4. So, Battle Royale.
Okay.
So it ties that in. And the stupendous long shot, the absolute stupendous long shot, is Microsoft and Sony cross-platform play.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting. Chris, your turn.
Guarantee Prey DLC.
Okay.
What was the second one
There's-
referred to as?
There's guaranteed, pipe dream, and
Pipe
and
dream
Will.
and-
I meant like a medium slot one, but then Will just went with long shot, so we're just gonna go with long
Okay.
shot.
All right. So then, our mid-core.
Midcore.
Our mid-core. By the way, mine are all the same
So, all Bethesda?
about Bethesda and idsoft and Arcane.
Okay, that's fine.
Mid-core is going to be either Prey 2 or an announcement for a third installment of Dishonored.
Okay.
And then my pipe dream, Doom 2.
Doom 2.
Now, Doom 2, just to cut in here, has been rumored that they will announce that at the Bethesda one.
Oh, it was rumored last year too.
I think there's a bigger chance for it this year.
Hang on.
Oh, there's definitely a bigger chance for it, which is why I like it as a pipe dream.
That's why. That's why it's not.
I mean, it will come out inevitably.
Yeah.
Doom was too big of a success for it not to happen, and they left it with too big of a cliffhanger for it not to happen.
And sorry, I do have to change its bit. It's Doom. There you go.
That's why Bethesda's not a publicly traded company. That's why it's not Marvel.
But anyway, in James, okay.
Okay. Guarantee. I am 100% guaranteeing that we will be disappointed with the Final Fantasy VII Remake news.
Okay.
We are going to get no release date. They're going to show another gameplay trailer, and it's just going to be making us jerk off again for about another...
Shut up and take my money.
Even with the fact that the Square are having their first presser this year for
Sure,
years.
yeah. Guess what? They're still trying to hire a game director and an art designer for this game. And it's been in development for how long?
About 4 years at least.
Yeah, that's... How'd that work out for, like, every other project that's ever happened?
Yeah, just that ask Duke Nukem.
Or, you know, any movie that happened. Like, Ron Howard took over the middle of Solo, and how did that work out? Domestically? Not so good.
It wasn't a bad
Oh,
film.
okay, all right. There's an issue with the Star Wars franchise right now, and its name is Kennedy.
Kennedy. So,
After looking up more and more and more about these problems, I can safely agree. The name is Kennedy. That is the person that needs to get fired.
And I can tell you how she will get fired. If the Obi-Wan movie does not include Ewan McGregor. If the Obi-Wan movie does not include Ewan McGregor, the fandom will riot because Ewan McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
The only decent part of the first series.
No, so that's the thing. If the Obi-Wan movie is the same Disney cookie cutter,
Like Solo was?
that's where it's going to fall apart. Like Solo was, like The Last Jedi was.
And you had freaking Lando. The thing is, Lando was... I haven't even seen the movie.
Lando was the strongest thing. That's the thing I hear the most, was Lando was pretty much the reason you go and see it.
And to be honest, I'm all about going to see Donald Glover. I'm just not about paying theater prices to go see Donald Glover be Lando Calrissian. I'll wait
Exactly.
for Redbox.
I'm stunned because I honestly didn't think it was a bad film. There was one bit that made me go, "Hang on a second."
Here's a
going on
question.
here?"
At any point did Han Solo doubt himself? Or was he just like, I'm fucking Han Solo, let's do this shit?
Little column A, little column B.
But that's the thing. Like,
I heard that
Shut up and
the
take my
actor
money.
for Han Solo did not portray Han Solo. He portrayed kind of like this weird, like, Han Solo impersonation.
now I understand, you can't be Harrison Ford, right?
He tried though. He gave it a damn good go.
But that's the
That's a
problem.
bit.
He tried to be Harrison Ford, and when you're doing a story like that, and granted, let's look at this. It's an origin story. Now, the whole point is like Han Solo doubts himself a little bit, but ultimately he's a badass, and he kind of just gets the job done, and he's already a good pilot, right? Am I getting the gist of the story about Solo.
Well, if you know all about the Kessel Run,
Yeah.
then you know about Solo.
Yeah.
Because it's leading up to and involving the Kessel Run that we already knew about. So there's no spoilers there. There is a spoiler in there about what's coming afterwards.
Yeah.
And that's the bit that threw me off and made me go, hang on.
Watch the cartoon series. He was alive in the cartoon series. The
cartoon series?
The
The
Clone
Clone Wars?
Wars and Rebels. He was like, it's well documented he was alive in that series, in both of those series. So if that's the part you're talking about, Will, which I think it is, well documented, not surprised.
Well, see, I didn't see that bit, so it must be he
fair.
must have had a
Yeah,
PJ
so
Blazkowicz.
the
It went for him.
they're reintroducing that element back in from those series. But hey, Disney throwing something that they've had an IP for the last couple of years and making sure people remember it in the greater thing. But to me, the whole point is like Han Solo, ultimately the character of Han Solo is the fact that like he's not like I'm the best smuggler. He plays it off, but he's 90% talk. Remember in the episode 1 when the shit hits the fan, he bails.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He takes the money and he goes. He goes, fuck this shit. I'm out. And that's it. He just I'm done. He just walks away. And so like Han Solo being like just like I'm Han Solo. It's cool, but like I want to see why does he like what is it, you know, he has a flaw. He has flaws.
See, the character, the part where he runs away, there's he goes to try and join the Empire as a pilot,
Right.
but when he gets dumped into a war zone, he's like, "Oh no, I don't want this," and tries to get away. So there's that bit they're repeating, so you can see where that.
So
starts
it's Luke
to go.
Skywalker.
They literally just took Luke's storyline.
Luke was training to be a pilot for the Empire because he wanted to leave Tatooine. The second the Empire became a battlefield, granted he had the droid, he still got the fuck out.
Yeah, but not in the way of wanting to run away, was it? It was a case of he got out there because of obviously his parent, you know, his guardians, his Uncle Owen and Aunt Rue. Yeah, when he came back, because they were after the Empire was after the droids that he had, blah blah blah.
Yeah, that
So
was the sort of the
difference is
waking
there.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
here-
with the Solo part, it was because he was dumped on the battlefield and he didn't want that, so he did the sort of the cowardly "I want out of this." So he was trying to do like a hustling to get out of that.
Did it explain why he's in debt to the Hutts?
Actually, no.
Okay, so we don't know why Han Solo is in debt to the Hutts. So this is an origin story for Han Solo, but why?
Well, let's be specific. In debt to Jabba.
You
You can't lump Jabba in with the rest of the Hutts because Jabba was like shunned out of the Hutt society pretty much.
right. So
Yeah,
like he's in
Pizza store him and just went, "No, we don't want any part of you."
yeah like the whole like Han Solo story arc from episode 4 and 5 about being in debt to the Hutts, causing them to hire bounty hunters to hunt him down, encase him in carbonite, and then like get him released in like they don't explain that. Like the whole reason they just assume like, oh yeah,
That'll probably be set up for why they've set up for the second part, because it was obvious the way the ending they're going to do another one. That's what it looks like.
I want the Lando movie, and it just being like a
It's
high
Cloud City.
and just it being like a high stakes political thriller.
Yeah.
No, it's gotta be what they tried to do in the what's it called? Last Jedi, where it's the Casino Royale.
It's
Like it's just gotta be its own movie. It's just him like kicking ass, being suave as shit.
so it's a black
Sleeping with
exploitation.
anything.
It's Shaft.
Yeah.
We want the Lando movie to basically be Shaft. Because let's be honest, Donald Glover can fucking nail that.
Fuck! I just got shot through a wall.
So, anyways, disappointed by Square Enix in Final Fantasy VII.
Yes.
That's my guarantee.
Okay.
My guarantee. My pipe dream.
Mhm.
What I want.
What you really, really want.
What I really, really want. See, this is a tough one. I can tell you the shit. I'm good at shitting on things, but I'm not good at telling you what I want. Because I have such low expectations for E3. Fucking.
I expect a game to be announced.
I expect. My want is for. Oh god, is for there to be my pipe dream is for there to be only like 2 companies releasing battle royale games, and them just to get shit on. But I know that's just not going to happen. Because we know there's going to be at least, like, I'm going over 4 Battle Royale games. Star Wars Battle Royale! Because that's a fucking thing.
Oh.
And my long shot. I know what my pipe dream is. Yeah, no, the one I really, really want, Zig Zig Ah. So, my pipe dream is we get a release date for Cyberpunk 2077. That's what I really want. I mean, I'm going to pre-order the shit out of that game. The second it's on good old games, it's just click, 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 click. I don't even care.
I was gonna say, don't go for the special edition just in case you don't get the game with it.
I'm gonna buy the special edition. It's CD Projekt Red. I'm giving them as much money as I can because they're actually making decent single player games,
And we love them for it.
and we love them for it. And thus, we need to show monetary support for people doing good things. And then I'll just push the battle royale thing to like the other thing, the mediocre stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh. Which pressers are we good or do we care about? Because we have E3 tomorrow.
Yep. I'm gonna be looking at all of them through that. The biggest ones I want to care about though are, you say, E3 I'll look at, but I'm not too fussed with because it's going to be the microtransaction hour.
Yeah.
Devolver Digital.
Okay.
Microsoft.
Okay.
Bethesda I want to see as well because I want to see whether they do Dooms 2.
I'm interested in Ubisoft.
Yeah?
Well, because they've been talking about The Division too, so I'm interested to see where they go with that.
Yeah.
It's just going to be Destiny 2, but modern time.
They had, if you've looked at The Division, what they've done, they have really turned that game around from the PR shitstorm that it was, and they've turned it into a halfway decent looter shooter, and it's all been free content. So, I'm just interested to see where they go. By the way, I've been playing lots of Destiny, so.
Mm-hmm. Square Enix.
Kingdom Hearts 3 and whatever indie shit that they've
Tomb
been
Raider.
doing.
Hitman 2.
Maybe probably something for Final Fantasy, whatever the MMO is.
I mean, they're definitely. Wait, did you say Hitman 2?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a definite.
That's a hands down.
That's in the Steam
Yeah.
store right now. Like,
Because it's like, what, 18th of November it's coming out?
Yep.
Then? So, I mean, Limited Run I don't know about at all. So if anybody in chat knows about that, let me know. PC Gaming Show. Day, isn't it? Is going to be there again. About another hour and a half. Hopefully, rather than 3 hours. Talking about stuff which may or may not be interesting, but it might show some.
I do
graphic
have
cards.
Sony's confirmed titles for E3.
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, Marvel, Spider-Man,
Mhm.
and The Last of Us Part 2.
Yes.
There's the ones
Because
there's the expected list, which is Anthem, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Battlefield 2, Call of Duty Black Ops, Crackdown 3, which got pushed back.
Yep. So, but then again, Days Gone was pushed back, but on Thursday they gave the release date for it, which was the 22nd of February.
Crackdown 3 is going to be Microsoft Battle Royale.
Oh, easily.
Easily. 10 out of 10.
Crackdown's entire style works very well with it. So, like, I could see that happening, but I don't think it's going to be a cringe fest of it.
Yeah.
They're saying that Titanfall could be a Titanfall 3 could be in the mix because they've been on a 2-year development cycle. And Titanfall 2 was 2016, so Titanfall 3 could fit in the 2018 cycle if they're still working under the 2 years cyclical strategy.
Yeah, because there was on about something like Respawn Entertainment saying about something.
Oh shit! Possibly hearing about NAUA's combat game.
Oh man.
You gonna fly with the angels?
Oh, that's in VR, isn't it?
Could be.
So yeah, so we got Sony and Nintendo. So there is. I want to see.
Here it is. Here's the page I was looking for. E3 games list. So we have confirmed and unconfirmed titles.
Mhm.
Confirmed. The Adventures of Time, Pirates of Enchiridion, Anthem, A Plague of Innocence, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Battlefield 5, Beyond Good and Evil 2, Call of Cthulhu. That's actually Call of Cthulhu sounds like a good one too. Call of Duty, Death Stranding, Defenders of Quest, The Valley of the Forgotten DX, Dreams, The Division 2, Fallout 76, Farming Simulator 19. There you go, Will. Fear of the Wolves, For Honor, Fortnite. Of course they're going to talk about fucking Fortnite. Gax Z, Valiant, The Ghost of Tetsuma, Greedfall, Insurgency Sandstorm, Kingdom Hearts 3, The Last of Us 2, Mega Man 11, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, Oblitz, Rage 2, Roller Coaster Tycoon Switch, Serious Sam 4, Planet Badass, Skull and Bones, Spider-Man, Sprites, Mud Runner, Star Talk, Battle of Atlas, Strange Brigade, Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, Super Smash Bros., Surge 2, Team Sonic Racing, Transference, and Vampire.
Vampire was already came out this week.
Shut up and take my money.
That's why it's in a play, but they're saying that's one of the ones that's in a playable form.
Playables. Yeah.
We
Because
have unconfirmed
good
titles too.
Mhm.
Below, Crackdown 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Days Gone, Dragon Quest 2. Granted, this I'm reading off a list that came out June 2005, so there has been some stuff that's come out since then. We have a Days Gone release date.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest 2, Fallout 76. They don't know if Fallout's going to be in a playable style or not. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Gears of War 5, Kirby, Lego DC Villains, Life is Strange 2, Metroid Exodus, Metroid Prime 4, NBA 2K19, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, Oriole and the Will of the Wisps, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 3. By the way, that's an EA game now. Everybody sigh internally. Project Octopath Traveler, Shenmue 3, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Splinter Cell, Spyro, the Trilogy, WWE 20K19, and Yoshi.
well, the Life is Strange 2. There's a game that was talked about today on Sony's Day 3, the pre-E3 stuff.
Right.
It was called Twin Mirror, and it's by the people who did Life is Strange 2. So they are making a game for Sony, and it looks like Alan Wake. So it looks pretty badass.
Ethan!
You go into your head,
Ethan!
through your mind.
Ethan! So
What
it's
are you referencing?
Heavy Rain.
That's Sean.
Jason,
Jason! Ethan! Marcus! Androids!
we'll get to it.
The cop did it!
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on anymore either. So that's E3. It's gonna.
Yeah, I mean, because we know. Here's the thing about the EA one. We know it's going to be like an hour's worth of microtransactions. We know they're going to stand there and go, well, with FIFA 19, you can get, with your loot crates and your ultimate team, you can get yourself a trophy wife. And there's a trophy wife, she'll spend all your money. So then you have to go for a bigger transfer. So with FIFA 19, what we're going to do with the bigger transfer is, in your loot boxes, we're going to give you a choice of gambling of different contracts.
But then what's going to happen is you're going to get that bigger transfer, and you're going to play really well, but then you're going to decline in age, and then you're also going to get arrested for drunk driving, and then you can't drive yourself anymore. And then they're going to send you back on a free transfer to the club that you originally played for, and you're going to be like, okay, but not great, and then ultimately have to go and get put out to pasture and retire in the United States.
And we're going to bring with you for the first in EA FIFA 19 the old pub DLC. They're going to be sitting in the pub after you've retired and watching the football, what you can see on the TV, and it'll be lovely.
Do you know?
The game.
Do you know what version of FIFA I would like to see? It would be it would be the best FIFA. Non-league FIFA. Let's go from the 10th tier, the Counties League, to the right below the Sky Bet. Go to the Vanarama, all the non-professional teams. And it could and it's
in the park.
And it's not even a soccer game. It's a life management game. Because you have to manage having a career, having kids, working a 9-to-5 job, and then going and playing soccer on Saturdays and Sundays. Sorry, football, Saturdays and Sundays.
Yes. Yes. That'd work a treat.
Wouldn't that
actually be interesting?
That would be fun. And the best part is, like, EA could license all the non-league stuff for pennies on the dollar that they play for any of the Premier League logos and stuff. They could literally just say, "We will sponsor, we'll pay for their wages. By the way, they get £25 an appearance." It's like a contract for some of these guys. They're not even salary. If they play, they get paid. If they don't play, and they're not picked for the team, they don't play. They don't get paid. How could that not be bad? You can support small grassroots football, create a life management game, and not have to worry about playing for the likeness of Neymar. Because Neymar. Look at you, Wayne Rooney.
See, this is your pipe. This is your long shot.
I don't believe in non-guaranteed. That will never happen. It will never happen.
That becomes sensible world of soccer.
Because it involves doing something good, and of course, the EA emperor is sitting in his chair going, "No, they must come to the dark side. We need more power, more money, not less, more.
We need those loot boxes in there. So we're
Need
gonna put them in
more
the shares."
money. More oil.
Yeah.
So that's E3. We want you guys who are listening, your chat at the moment, over the E3 itself. Pop in your thoughts into our Discord channel. Just
If I can
have them
remember,
ready.
maybe we'll have the Tigwhippies host the E3s, the pressers, because if we do that, at least people can spend time in our chat to watch them.
Yeah.
And we can,
I've got one prediction for E3.
besides from the other three that you made.
Besides those three, but this one is unrelated to the game announcements.
Okay.
Mhm.
My big worry is Microsoft's GitHub.
Yeah, the acquisition of GitHub.
I see that being a huge detriment to development. I'm going to state that indie developers are going to have a significantly harder time because of that. What they do with it, I'm sure, is going to turn into something terrible, and it's just going to be really shitty. I predict, outside of this, that a new form of GitHub is going to arise, and indie devs are going to move to that. That is my prediction. That is a little more prevalent than the game announcements per se.
We shall soon see. So we are on our next episode, which, by the way, is the 100th episode, which will be live on June 17th, 3 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be talking about the E3 in the post-show with guests that we have that so far have confirmed. Hopefully, they will be on with us. So, but yeah, we want you guys on there as well. We want you guys in the chat. So if we even if we don't host the streams live on our channel, we do have other options. I know FemFox is looking at also hosting the streams to potentially be in there. But yeah, there's other official channels I'll be around in otherwise. So we have options, but we do want you guys to join us. We want you guys to get the chat so we can actually have a big old rant discussion about it next week. So, James, do you want to do your big thing that you were talking about, or do you want to do what we've been playing?
We can always save the thing for later because the show is gone. We're running a little long, so if we want to save that for, I dare say, we may save that thing for the roundtable discussion.
Ooh.
This could be even funnier.
Yes, it could be, especially if we get the guests that we think we're getting.
Even if we get half the people we think we're going to get, it's going to be even better. Chris, I'm leaving you in the dark because
fine.
I feel that you're going to be even more creative with what I have
boy.
planned.
Oh, boy.
I have even left myself the majority in the dark. Really, the only person who knows anything is Will.
Oh boy.
Will is a steel cage of British uptight determination, stiff upper lip and all that, and I know he's able to hold up to keep it together for a week.
Yeah, I'm not going to say what it is at all. It's not coming out.
Also, because I know the people he'll talk to won't spoil it either. So.
So yeah, right. So what we've been playing then? Who wants to go first?
I
Who's-
will.
Okay, cool.
You're not playing much because my background has nothing.
Yeah, I'm booting up some Minecraft because I was like, you know what? I have an itch for just building random shit. Which I haven't played yet, but I've been playing, and surprise, surprise, not just Dark Souls and Dota 2. Actually,
I don't
booted
believe.
up.
Press F to not believe.
Press F to doubt. I've been playing a couple of little indie horror games on Monday. I did play some Dark Souls, as you guys saw, but actually I haven't been playing Dark Souls at all until today, this week, because my controller's been dead. So I booted up some Dota 2, played a little bit of that, but then I decided to load up Fallout New Vegas and started slapping some mods on there.
Mod it till it breaks, then mod it some more.
I didn't mod it too much. I'm not blowing it up. I'm just putting like some texture updates, a few patches, some more perks. It's just some simple stuff because I have only beat Fallout 3 out of all of the Bethesda games. I have only beat Fallout 3. Exception to the Dishonored games. And the only reason why I beat Fallout 3 is because I accidentally did the storyline because it was in the path of my rampage. That's it. I went one direction and I kept hitting story missions, and then I went the other direction and I kept hitting story missions, and that was it. That was the end. I've never beaten Skyrim. I've never beaten Oblivion.
Nope.
Never beaten New Vegas. I just picked up Fallout 4, and I'm going to mod the shit out of it, of course. But yeah, no, I'm excited for Fallout 76 because I'm hoping that they do a small level of co-op. Because they said it's going to be online. Or there was hints at it that was online. But I don't think it's going to be, like, blatantly online. Honestly, if it turned out to be a Fallout Battle Royale, that would be kind of hilarious and really cringy. But you know, that would be something that Vault-Tec would do. But
see, I'm also wondering whether it'll be like an MMO, like Skyrim, or the.
I don't think it's going to be an MMO. Because I think they would name it something different. I don't think they would have it be a specific Vault name.
Yeah.
Because Elder Scrolls Online is exactly that, Elder Scrolls Online. I think they would call it, like, Fallout Universe or some shit like that. Fallout Wasteland, even. And it would just be, you know, the big MMO thing. But I don't think I don't think Fallout 76 is going to be the thing. I think it's going to be a smaller story. I don't think it's going to be a full Fallout project but I think it's going to be their like little delving into putting some online stuff in, because they were doing some more like base buildy stuff with Fallout 4 from what I could tell.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking doing some co-op alongside that might make some very interesting interesting stuff.
Cool. So is that all you've been playing, matey?
Yeah, that's it.
Sweet. Do you want me to go next, James?
Sure.
Cool. Because I will quickly put in here the trophy challenge before we start, because as I said at the start of the show, it is last week, because on Sunday I completed the challenge. I hit 10,000 trophies. And it was glorious. Because in 2 days I got 50 trophies, which made it very nice. Cause,
hi, Mark.
And most of them were down to Detroit. It was a couple of days, because I just played the fuck out of that game in first place. And I'm going to have an unpopular opinion on Detroit. I actually quite liked it. I did actually quite like it. I got immersed into the story. Yes, on reflection, some bits are a bit David Cage-esque, but I enjoyed it. I really did. I had a sad ending. I tried to keep Connor or sort of straight onto his mission. Yes, there were moments of compassion there, but for the most part, he was being the droid that they were looking for. And so, will I want to play it again? Maybe down the line, try and pick off the other options and see where they go, because there's some bits I haven't seen.
See, I watched a playthrough of Detroit, so I know kind of an ending, I should say. I don't say I know the ending. I know an ending.
Yes.
And I have to say, out of everything I've seen, it's more like one side of it is just like, oh, this is you protecting the girl or not, and it's showing that you can love and be compassionate. The other side, and that's whatever the girl and the other girl is, switch over to Marcus, and it's like, this is the revolution. You're telling the story of the revolution. To me, those two stories frame the backdrop to the real protagonist, which is Connor. Connor is the protagonist of this game because he's your point of view.
Mm-hmm.
You're basically in a choose your own adventure novel, and you're forming the world around you, but ultimately it's Connor's choices that end up making or breaking what happens in the long run. Because in the end, it comes down to can you mash a button quick enough to win the game the way you wanted to. Also, Connor has the Hank.
Yeah, the buddy movie. Buddy movie.
Oh, Hank. Oh, Hank. Hank is best character. Hank is so good. Granted, like they went to I have to pull up the actor's name now, but like they went to like the staple video game sci-fi actor.
And did you see Lance Henriksen's in it?
Who's Lance Henriksen?
Lance Henriksen, he was in Aliens, he was in Millennium. He was Bishop in Aliens. The rogue droid, which is ironic.
Right.
From there, they didn't notice it was a droid until the end, or or quite a way through.
Like
He
usual.
didn't actually know him when he did that thing. So I had to change that because I was wrong on that.
Underappreciated.
But yeah, so yeah, he played Bishop in Aliens, and then
Lance Henriksen, guy in wheelchair.
Guy in wheelchair, Carl, the painter, the artist.
My God, I think what was one of the best memes I've seen of Detroit being human was him. They just showed like paint me something that you paint me something, and they just showed like on the text of the canvas that says EA not doing loot boxes. It's like, my God.
So, yeah, I mean, when you watch other people play, you can see some of the absurdity of it. Like I was watching a video gamer play it for because it was Alice Bell's last stream for video gamer as such. Before she moves on to other things. So if Alice does listen to this, for one, hello Alice. Good luck with whatever you're doing next.
It's Clancy
can-
Brown.
What else has they been in?
Wing Commander,
Right.
Starship Troopers.
Yeah, very sci-fi.
I don't know. He was also in The Shawshank Redemption. I mean, do I need to like list his like sci-fi props, or should I like list like his like major movie props? He was your dad in Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, yeah, I can see why he was in that. But yeah, no, I'm not pissed off I played it. Yeah, I don't think it's a 4 out of 10. I think it's you're looking at 6.5. I would say realistically. So it's not offensive to me. It wasn't offensive. Other bits generally, I would just sort of do my normal streamy stuff. But mostly, I have been playing Onrush because that came out this week. And
Well, that's
God, is that game fun?
Thank you.
My God, that game is a great game. It's not, you can't really class it as a full racing game because you don't race properly into there. There's no start finish line for it. You have 4 modes. There is the go through the gates to keep your time up and hopefully knock your other team's time down. You have the point scoring, so you get to like 10,000 or 15,000 first in like up to a best of 5. You have a thing called zone control where you've got this circle that expands for each start of each round, and you have to control it for 5 seconds. You do that, you score a point. You score about 6 points, you win the match. And then there is another one called Switch, where you all start on bikes, you get taken down, you go into like a buggy, you get taken down again, you go into a bigger sort of sand dune car.
Shut up
And then
take
the
my
bigger
money.
one, you go into like this sort of real truck thing. It's like it's called a Titan. So you have those 4 lives and you have to survive for as long as possible, because if you lose your lives, game over. So there's your 4 modes, and you're thinking, only 4 modes, lad, that's a bit shit, isn't it? Actually, no, really, it's not. And I thought it would be, because you have a campaign that I'm still on. And I'm level 47 now. And I've only played it for 15 hours? Including 5 of them on a stream with Geo yesterday. Because we were playing like a tournament bit. And during this tournament, you have to take down 28 of your opponents. Not like these great little fodder ones that are just nipping about, where you can just easily just brush, like you're having a tickle with it, and they would fall off and you get a point for it. No, you have to go for the opposing team. And it was heartbreaking, one of the matches, because I got down to just needing one takedown, and I was one slide away from hitting, and I collided with a post and wrecked myself, and it sucked bollocks. But yeah, you've got to play this if you haven't already. It is a awesome game, and I will be playing more on a Thursday. Anything else of note? Should I say? No. Yeah, no, I'm not going to really say anything about other stuff. I mean, yeah,
I have to say, Clancy Brown. I'm kind of upset that you didn't know him because of his many acting credits.
Yeah.
He was the Krugen in Highlander. He was the main guard in The Shawshank Redemption. He also voiced Lex Luthor in the Superman 64 video game. So there's some highs and lows in this career. He was the police officer in the Moonwalker video. I mean, the guy is like the legend of like playing the B part, but like has had a historic career of just. He was in Earth 2. He played a part on
Bloody hell.
Gargoyles. He would play the part on The Outer Limits. He was the voice of Lex Luthor in the early 90s Superman movies.
Wow.
Think about this. David Cage. And like more recently, you know, just Detroit Become Human. He's Hank.
Mhm.
He's also the voice of like 8 characters in Star Wars Rebels. Alex Rider. You know, he plays everything. He's also like the voice of a voice in Ragnarok. But he also plays like, you know, Shawshank Redemption and shit. So only like the Krugen. Think about that. This guy. You look at that guy. Yeah, no. Clancy Brown. He's like he is like next to Mark Hamill when it comes to like video game royalty. So, what I've been playing, pretty easy. This is a short list. Path of Exile. By the way, Chris, you played that too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I did.
It's
I forgot
good.
about that.
It's good. I'm playing the only build that anybody is playing right now, which is Arc Witch, because it's easy, and it's just click win. So, Arc Witch. I play Destiny because new updates came out and Fraction Rally is a thing. So is play Destiny. That's about it. That's about a lot of the stuff I've been playing. I've also played set up new PC, which is a
Yes.
thing, and getting it up and ready to do streaming. So that was that was something I had to do. Well, the Corgos need to go back there. Since Chris isn't streaming anymore, I had to put the corgis on because Corgo.
Oh. So that's pretty much it, really. Shout outs.
Hi, chat. Thank you.
Hi.
And Giorio, thank you for the follow. I know you may not be here, you may listen later, but we appreciate it.
And Yurio's awesome.
You're there for a while. You're there for a while. Enjoy that spot. I don't know. I have to set up the change overlays and stuff around. I'm working on that. But yeah, I plan on streaming this weekend. I don't know what I'm gonna stream. I don't know when I'm gonna stream. I do know that I will stream.
Nice.
It's going to be a mix of either Destiny, Football Manager, Stellaris, Warhammer Inquisitor, Path of Exile, BattleTech, or Pillars of Eternity 2.
Sweet.
That's what I have on this PC.
Until you upload some other stuff from Steam, then.
No, this is the setup is now this. I have the old desktop over there. I have the news desktop over here. So the plan is, this is the record and streaming PC, which then I take and through the network, through the wonders of the cloud, I transition everything over to that, which I then edit and upload from. So I can technically edit, render, and upload while I'm also still streaming on another PC. So I can multitask more now, which means exactly bubkiss for how quickly I still get the shit out. Though nobody can complain about how fast I've been getting the podcast out.
No, because that's been going.
It's been Sunday or Monday.
So I mean, I'm looking at stuff, and in theory, I mean, the Filth Squad has been a bit hit and miss over the past few weeks. You know, because real life getting in the way for not only myself, but with, Lucky Mucky Ducky.
I should have once, and I had to like call a team meeting and talk to everybody about sexual harassment.
Yeah. Yes, I remember the email as we got live on the stream because I read it out as well. But looking at E3 and the times, there should not be any breaks in my streaming schedule. So I should be still doing, the Tuesday afternoon, the Tuesday evening. Probably won't be doing anything Monday, but then again, so I'm going to be knackered from watching all the stuff, as I'm sure some of you guys will be as well, because I'm not sure how much you can watch. Chris, are you watching any at all?
Of E3, probably a little bit.
Just so we can talk about stuff on the 100th episode.
More or less, yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty much how I'll be doing this stuff. So yeah, so stream should be going ahead as normal, not a problem. Also, should I? I'm trying to think who else I need to give a shout out to. I need to give a shout out to Christopher Patrick, aka Beanhead, the most talented artist I know for the upcoming stuff that hopefully we've got planned when I actually have ideas. Got any shout outs, Chris?
Ironically, shout out to Waifu Works, who stopped into my dev stream
Nice.
the other day. Yeah.
Mhm.
And since Steam is opening up to more H games, I figured that was an appropriate time to make that shout out.
So, I think that's all it. I mean, I can talk about the merchandise. That, if you haven't already got the merchandise, we do have a link to it. You can get yourself not only a breakdancing line, you can also get yourself some Coffee Night Productions merchandise, the logo, then My Little Jovi. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Also, a big shout out to Torgo from PS Nation and Codemasters, because Geo got himself a free Rush game from during that stream as a giveaway they were doing. So thank you very much to them, which is awesome. And also I hear down the grapevine, and I don't know how he got it, but T Portland, old Tim, another listener to the show. Hello, Tim. He got himself a copy as well, so that's even better. So we just need to see about hooking up and getting some people. You should play it. It's awesome. So while we are still waiting for the stuff to be happening at the moment, next week is going to be episode 100 of the show. It's going to be our post E3 wrap up. We are going to be talking about E3. We're going to be talking about the conferences mainly. Hopefully, we're going to have guests on there. I'm not reveal the guests just in case through. So it's going to be on from 3 p.m. UK time, Sunday, June 17th. So that's going to be 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you again for the bits, Gio. That is awesome of you. So come around. Let's try and make this our biggest show ever, because episode 100. We've been doing this just about 2 years for you guys, and it's been fun every step of the way. And we like it, and we thought if we want to continue doing this, so
Did
come
you
around,
guys
help us.
pad significantly enough?
I'm just about finishing up padding.
Good.
So that's pretty much it. James, do you want to say anything as a final thing?
Good night, and good luck.
Good night, and see you next week.
Look, there's intermission. There's be right back. And then there's the most important one, stream ending. God damn it, James.
Shut up and take my money.
Everybody's sitting there quiet, like, what is he doing? Yeah, no, hang on. Add an existing source. There it is. There's a thing. There's this. This needs to move here. We can hide those. I press the play button. And there. Good night.